Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Cody with another episode of Commentating with Cody. I'm in my car right now so that I can be as loud as I possibly can, because when I'm in my apartment, I'm surrounded by people. I always feel like I need to kind of tone it down. So here I am, got some more light, more than I normally do. This is more than just a candle. Today I'm going to be talking about karma, and I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I'm sorry about that. It's not that like many people watch this stuff anyway. I feel like it's more for me, for my own self-reflection, to see where I'm at in life. But I know I've been told by people before that they wonder why I haven't posted, so I've just been doing a lot of self-reflection, and here I am. And I'm going to talk about karma tonight, and I'll try to make this video brief, because I know attention spans are short these days, including mine. So, in terms of karma, I think we have a lot of pride in our society, at least in the United States, in Michigan, everywhere in the United States that I've been, at least. People, myself included, of course, not to be a hypocrite here, I have a strong sense of pride. It's a cultural thing, I think. Like, when we're on the road and we're driving and we get angry because someone cut us off, that's an example of us being just so set in our ways that we feel emotional about other people doing things that we don't feel is right. And although I think it's important for us to keep each other in check, I also think it's important to keep ourselves in check in terms of our emotions. And it's kind of like, mind your own beeswax, or, make sure your bed is made before you criticize other people. I mean, that's a common theme. Jordan Peterson, that was one of his rules, one of his 12 rules for life. Make your bed before you go out and criticize the world. And I think that's very strong. That's very strong, because karma talks about how if you do something wrong, then the scales will balance. It'll balance themselves. And I think the cause of that is we keep tabs. Our human minds, they keep tabs of what happens. They keep tabs of what happens if we do something wrong. Say we steal. Say we steal from a store, or we cut someone off, or we hit someone, or we call someone a name, or anything really, no matter how minor it is, no matter how big it is. We keep tabs of that ourselves as individuals. And a lot of times we do drugs to like cut that stuff out so that we don't have to think about it. Alcohol, weed, we do it to evade our past. And whether or not that's good or bad, that's just an example that if someone murders someone, that toll is still taken on them. So my point is, there's no reason for someone to get angry at someone else for doing something that they perceive to be wrong, or is wrong, whether they perceive it or not. I mean, everyone knows you shouldn't kill, you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't, be nice to thy neighbor, honor thy mother and father, any kind of rule you can think of. Don't vandalize, be respectful, just anything. If someone is being disrespectful, don't take that on yourself. Don't make yourself emotional because of what someone else is doing. Because at the end of the day, they have to deal with that toll that they're doing. They have to deal with their consequences. They will meet their maker in this case. And I think that's true. I believe that to be true. And I think if you think about what other people are doing and you let that affect you emotionally, then you're taking on their karma. You're also being affected by their wrong action. Even though you didn't do the action, you're like almost an accessory, because you're letting it affect your personal being. You're letting it affect your zen and who you are and what you're doing in this life. If someone's attacking someone else and you see them there, I'm not saying that you should just not do anything about it. I definitely think you should. Every situation has its own nuance to it. but I see a lot of pride in this world, and a lot of righteousness, a lot of self-righteousness. And I don't mean that, I don't want to offend anyone here when I say that, because it happens, we all have it. We all have a sense of self-righteousness because we all have our own moral compass, which is important to have a moral compass. But everything has its drawback, and we got to be aware of that. If we're self-righteous about something because we think this person shouldn't be acting a way that they are, we'll be aware of that, we'll take note of it, and we won't act in that manner. But it's not our place to put that person in check. Maybe we can give them advice and try to lead them on that proper path, and that's part of being in a society. But at the end of the day, everyone has free will, and everyone has free will. They're going to do what they want. You can help them see the path. You can help them see their path, but you can only follow your path. Don't try to influence others. And also, it's not worth gossiping or talking about it to others about it. It's not a worthwhile topic of conversation to talk about how that guy cut you off in a traffic scenario, because you're carrying on that negative energy. You're carrying on that burden. Even though it's not your burden, you've made it yours. And is that worthwhile? Is that worthwhile? The karmic scales will balance themselves out. This is a good and evil, is a duality. If someone commits an evil act, then the good will balance it out. Yeah. And take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I'm just trying to spread awareness of the way I see things a lot now. I think we're swayed very heavily towards self-righteousness and trying to change the world. I mean, you see it on social media. I don't have many social media accounts, but a lot of people, when I was on it, a lot of people would post and be like, oh, this person did this, da-da-da-da-da, that's not right. They shouldn't do that. Can you believe people are like this these days? And while you're there reflecting over their actions, perhaps you're not reflecting over all your actions and the things that you've done to accrue some type of karma that maybe you should be resolving instead of trying to point out theirs. And yeah, when you say that stuff, who's listening? Who's listening to that? I mean, maybe your friends are validating you in what you're saying because that's what good friends would do. Maybe that's what good friends would do. Maybe not. But in reality, maybe the only person who needs to hear that is the person who committed the act themselves. And maybe you should say that in the moment it happens, as opposed to moving along and making a scene of it later on, and then carrying that weight of the burden and the karma of it. Yeah, this is just a snippet of something I had in my mind. Not for any particular reason. I've wanted to talk about karma for a while. And I also feel bad that I haven't posted in a while. So, sorry about that, guys. I love you all. I'm sorry I haven't been there for you, but I assure you that I will be here. I am still here making videos. I'm still thinking. I'm always thinking. So, I just try to find what is most important, what's going to be most quality to talk about, and bring it to you guys. So, if you have any video requests, any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And any video ideas, anything you want me to talk about, let me know. And I might do this car video a little more often, because I think it's definitely, I can be a lot more loud and better lighting. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful night, and good luck in this quarantine. Stay strong, guys. We all do very much need each other, even in times like this. All right, God bless.